And good morning. What have you been stolen? Good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't even have to come from Philadelphia, did it?
That's right. Scotty Ray and Odie as we begin your early morning. Okay, Odie, it is your turn.
Well, we call that a rock. Is it your pet?
Well, it is a pet. I had a little girl give it to me Saturday night at the train when Santa Claus comes. She said it was her pet rock and she wanted us to keep it. So I'm going to let you hold on to it for a day.
Have you fed it today?
No, I have not. What do you feed rocks? I feel like I haven't
They drink coffee.
Oh, do they? It's in the right place.
Well, look
Cheers.
at that. Well, yes.
A big thank you.
That's pretty cool. Well,
that
it
was
stays
sweet
right
of
here.
her. Yep, we'll keep it in here with us.
It's going to go on top of the Scotty Ray sugar skull, and it can stay right there on top. It's got a new home.
Odie thought of me while in Mexico.
Well, I saw the sugar skull with a cowboy hat.
I don't, and my bad, because I don't know what a sugar skull is, Odie.
Well,
what is it?
It is, to them, it is a huge holiday, and it's not just one day
Mexico?
in Mexico. This is a whole week that you celebrate a day for a child that has passed, a husband or a spouse that has passed, or
is that
parents.
like that one-time event we had in Meridian called the Day of the Dead or something?
Kind of like that, yeah. And they celebrate.
Have you been putting voodoo in the studio?
Not yet. So we don't. That's bad juju. We don't do bad juju.
Worried about Odie.
This is good juju. But they celebrate and they honor those who've passed, and it's really a huge thing there in Mexico, and it's pretty cool. We took a tour about the Day of the Dead, and it's really interesting how big of a part of their families that it really is. It's pretty cool.
We just call that going to visit the cemetery. Hey, how y'all doing? I remember.
Emily's with us this morning saying good morning. We got Beverly, LaWanda, Debbie, Beth, Pam, Peggy.
And as y'all mentioned there, it is absolutely cold this morning. Let's go back and check our latest temperatures of what we've got. We were sitting at 33 a while ago. We're at 32 now, the freezing degree mark. Wind chill of 26 if you haven't warmed anything up.
And I bet everybody's still inside.
Now, again, when I got here, it was 37. So the temperature has been slowly dropping in the morning, and now it'll probably take that turn to go back up.
Well, you got here last night.
That's true. Speaking of, I went to get a shot yesterday because, as y'all could tell, I wasn't feeling good. And Odie, you're going to have to do some splaining. She come in, the nurse helper. She told me to lean against the wall, and she pulled out a needle, and she goes, "Do you know Odie?" And I said, "Sure." She goes, "Well, he didn't call me back in 6th grade for the dance." It hurt after that. Who'd you turn down?
I don't know, but remind me so I don't go there.
Look.
So she stabbed you, huh?
I got that shot. It is a world of difference. I feel 100% better. Get you a shot and get on the recovery. And a big thank you to them at Southeast there at the clinic for helping me out.
Hey, the good people over there.
It is, Miss Hatcher.
Definitely. I mean, you don't sleep much anyway, but you're surely not with Decretron.
Dude, I woke up at midnight. I think I slept 2 hours.
You went to sleep at 11?
Yeah. And Ellie didn't appreciate it. She wanted to lay around on her belly and get scratched, and I was up raring to go. Dogs or something else. About 1, I had Sophie come through and want a head scratch, and then the rest of them go back to bed, please.
You're disturbing my hour.
But nothing happened overnight. It was a calm night for the most part.
It's too cold.
That's exactly what's going on. If you think there's a dip, we're going to be warming back up, and you'll see a little bit of crime when it gets warmer.
Yeah.
Too cold.
Everybody's getting antsy. We hope not.
Yeah. Let's see here. What else is going on this morning? This weekend, they're going to be opening up Notre Dame.
Oh, man.
After it burned.
Something.
That's millions upon millions of dollars to rebuild that. And I'm thankful that it's rebuilt. That was a piece of history.
Yes, it was. I still remember seeing that on TV, and it was just...
Yeah, you watch
it hurt.
Yeah. Let's see here. We're going to be getting into a lot of things that went on yesterday. Street sweepers, wrecking, all that. We got a stolen car, Meridian. If y'all have seen this car, call the police department. It's a Dodge Charger. That's the four-door version. A lot of times the Charger and the Challenger get confused, but this is a Charger stolen from the Carousel Apartments on Saturday night.
A four-door with the red stripe.
Can't miss that red stripe.
Yeah.
Got Bama plates on it. I don't have the actual
Okay.
plates, but it's got Bama plates on it. Police are looking for that, 485-1893, if you happen to see it floating down the streets of Meridian anywhere.
Man, I saw this when you posted it last night, and I sat there for 5 minutes, zooming in, zooming out. That is awesome.
Can you tell where everything is?
A little bit. You can kind of spot a few things out.
This is Meridian from 34,000 feet above Meridian. Big thanks to Scott Stevens, who sent me that. He had a buddy that was flying that leaned out the window and took a picture.
I mean, that's something. If you're coming down the interstate,
That's
late
20,
at
isn't
night, that's what I'm thinking. That's 20 that's going across there.
This would be the hospitals,
Yeah.
roughly, maybe. Frontage Road. That would be about right. Frontage Road there. Cloverleaf, maybe. Police station somewhere along and right there. Downtown Meridian, Wideman's, I'm guessing.
Around that area. Yep. And then North Meridian, you see where it lights on up.
Yeah, that's gunfire.
Yep. Oh, yeah, a muzzle shot. That's what it was. That's what,
Probably 19.
Everybody all at once. Boom. But you can see Meridian, when it's dark and you're
Is that
late
65th?
at night, you can see it. No, I wouldn't say that's 65th. I don't know now.
I was trying to find the Queen City truck stop.
It's going to be around that area. I would say around that's the airport over that way.
Yeah, in that general direction. But it's an interesting picture. If you haven't had a chance to look at that, it's on Facebook. We got it on there. We'd love for you to take a look at it. On the way, Odie's got us some beautiful women to interview.
Oh, I tell you what, and we've got some great women in here with a wonderful cause, and this is something that reaching out, still need your help. It's happening this weekend, so stay tuned. We'll be right back with more information.
Spin the winners back at Kia Meridian. Come in and buy a new or used vehicle, you spin the wheel and win a great prize.
We got Nintendos.
We have 55-inch TVs. Who's got gas?
Gas card, guys. Gas card.
You sure about that?
You can spin from now until the Christmas.
If every time the wind blows you get a little leery about a tree over your house, talk to my friends at Reed Tree Service. There's no reason to be worried about a tree crashing through your house. Mike Reed has years of experience dealing with trees. It can be as simple as having a limb removed or a tree that is just huge too close to your shop or house. It's not going to cost you anything to have Mike come out and give you an estimate. They're licensed and insured, taking care of East Mississippi and West Alabama. Reed Tree Service. Have tree, will travel.
And we're back. I'm your friend
here
Scotty Ray Odie, and we were talking about ladies and charities and great things. And who do you have for us here
We've
today?
got Miss Casey Randall. She's been with us before, and we've got Brandy Ray that is in here with us. And today they're going to talk to us about Bikers United for Children.
So can
and
I
what
interrupt
they
this
do.
and call them biker chicks?
They're biker chicks.
Okay, I just wanted to ask, make sure I was okay.
So tell us, Casey, how many years has this been going on that the bikers have come together for the children?
This is our 14th year this year.
So that's big.
Man,
big,
this is
yes.
huge, and this is getting toys for children who are less fortunate, who
Correct.
need a little pick me up during Christmas. And we were talking right before the show that this used to be at the Hampton Inn, but it ended up being a little too big. So there's a change in the start venue. So fill us in on that.
We will start this year at the Chunky River Harley Davidson dealership.
Okay, good.
Do a parade through downtown and end at College Park Methodist Church. Registration's at 10, kickstands up is at 1. There'll be plenty to eat both places. We have breakfast provided at the Harley shop, and The congregation of the church will provide chilies, soups, desserts. You won't go hungry.
Oh, I'm already hungry.
I pointed this out to Odie. When y'all say 1 o'clock, y'all really mean it. Last year, I attempted to go there to video it, and I got there at 1:01. It was all over. I thought I could get there and it'd be, but boy, y'all mean it. So come on out. It will be fun.
Yeah. And we're talking like 150 bikes and hopefully more
Yes.
show up for this.
That's big.
That is huge. And so everybody asking, well, hey, how can I help? How can our viewers help y'all for what you're doing?
We have several locations with drop-off boxes. You can drop off at Muna Federal. You can drop off at Ed Cheney Tire. You can drop off at Hotel Restaurant Supply. Your place in Marion, Meridian Tattoo. Or you can come the day of.
Come with a toy there.
Come with a toy there. The entry is one new unwrapped toy. Bring it. You don't even have to ride a motorcycle to participate.
If you do
Anybody
have
is
a
welcome.
motorcycle, ride it through the parade and show up at the church, because that's a huge deal in
Huge.
itself.
Yes.
Man, this is really something to
You'll
see
be there,
what y'all
won't you?
done, and we'll be there. We support this. That's my church, but also I enjoy what they do and enjoy helping them as much as I can. Meridian Fire Department's always there. Meridian Police Department's always there with us. Lima's always happy to be there. Rusty, no, not only Harley riders. This is anybody. If you've got a little Honda 50, bring that dude on. You might not get nobody on the back of
What
it.
about that little dude that's been riding around town on the
The motorized bike?
Yeah.
We'll let him in there
okay.
today.
All right. I'm just
So
checking.
that way, he might not be able to keep up, but this is something else. And I know that you can't do this without great sponsors, great people that's helping y'all. And who do y'all have that's really come forward, not just this year, but year after year, to help y'all put this on for the kids?
You gotta call them off guard.
Well, yeah.
But a big thank you to all the sponsors at Pitch because it takes so much to get this done each and every year.
It does, and so Brandy, now I'm going to go to you, and because you're with the organization that really takes these toys in and makes sure they get to where they're going. And what organization does the bikers work with to get this out?
So we're from Wesley House. I'm the executive director at Wesley House, and Wesley House could not do Christmas without the Bikers United for Children run. Like, it is just an amazing event to watch. I don't ride yet. I've asked for a trike for Christmas, but I don't think I'm going to get it. Honey, I still want it. But, you know, it's just fun to watch and be part of and see all these people come together and bring toys and just enjoy the fellowship while knowing you're helping so many kids and families. It's just truly amazing.
Wow, 14 years working with the bikers and the Wesley House to make sure that our kids are took care of during Christmas. That is Christian-like.
Very,
Support
very.
your neighbors and make sure that all the kids are happy. Let's push a little Jesus and get a lot of smiles this year and make sure everybody is happy.
Again, give us the times to be there and when it will happen.
Registration at the Harley shop at 10 o'clock. Kickstands up at 1.
Saturday.
This Saturday.
This Saturday, yes.
So we'll be there. Thank y'all for doing this and then end at the Methodist Church at 1:15-ish.
About 1:20, 1:25.
This is Highway 19 across from Mississippi State University. A lot of people remember that church from being the old Pumpkin Patch Church.
Right. The big Bible preaching a few months back.
Yep. We do the 24-hour buying up Bible reading. And Terry, you can sign up there at the Harley shop and bring your toys. Santa Claus has lended his sleigh, and it will be there on the back of a rollback. And you put your toys in
I
it.
saw that yesterday.
Yeah. And they'll make their way through the parade and be unloaded at the church. And you talking about your heart overrunning when you see the way that the community comes together. It is really awesome.
Speaking of heart overrunning, at first they complained, Odie. Then they realized they had made a mistake. The Village People at the YMCA.
Yeah.
Now, originally, there's a lot of people that thought this song meant something else, and the writer of the song, who played the policeman, I think was his part, says, no, that wasn't what it was about. It was about where a group of men went to, and they hung out and joked around and hung around. And he said at first we didn't like Trump using it. That was until they
sold some more.
They sold a lot more, and it went #1 after 45 years.
Hey, we couldn't even get this one. We were hot.
They're making more money than they ever had off the original song's distribution in the beginning. And he goes, Trump can use it all he wants.
We're gonna write another one for him.
They took back that "don't let him use it" thing immediately after they done that. Where is this? This is on. Let me just show you. There's a chart. Let me show you this. Well, it peaks and had just a spark. 2004 was barely getting along, and then in 21, at the end of his campaign, when he started using it, it spiked, and then this year it's over the top.
They had to make a new chart for this year.
So,
Wow.
in case you want, have you? Everybody's doing that Trump dance thing.
Well, I mean, it's kind of like the Carlton, you know.
What's that?
That's the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Oh, Carlton. I remember that now. The Carlton. Why didn't I think of that?
Oh, man, yeah.
So a few things that are happening this morning. That was interesting, the YMCA. We got so much more to talk about as the morning continues. Thanks for joining us. We'll be right back.
Meridian's favorite barbecue is Squealer's Barbecue, named the barbecue capital for the state of Mississippi. Whether it's barbecue, wings, or burgers, Squealer's simply has the best for a family environment. Every Thursday night, there's live music out on the porch. Takeout orders are welcome, and whether it's your next tailgate or large catering event, your friends at Squealer's are there to help. Drop in for lunch today or a night out on the town. Squealer's Barbecue, the best in fine barbecue.
The most wonderful time of the year is just around the corner, and Al's Garden and Gift is ready for a magical Christmas season. From sparkling Christopher Radko ornaments to custom wreaths by Wanda, we've got your holiday decor covered. Looking for the perfect gift? Try our custom baskets packed with treats like Mississippi cheese straws and old-fashioned peppermint sticks. And be sure to add vibrant colors to your outdoors with pansies and snapdragons. Charm and beauty await your home this wonderful season. Merry Christmas from Al's Garden and Gift.
At Pettit Jewelers in Philadelphia, Mississippi, trust Nicole with your priceless heirloom jewelry. With generations of refined expertise, she ensures your cherished pieces are meticulously cared for. Pettit Jewelers, Philadelphia.
The selection is always changing at Massey Supermart Auto Sales with low-mileage cars and trucks. How about a 2022 Jeep Wrangler or a 2021 Honda Ridgeline Sport with only 40,000 miles? A GMC Denali or a 2024 Silverado 2500? Drop in today and find the car that you're looking for. They're packed with low-mileage cars and trucks.
The low-profit dealer, Massey Supermart.
And we are expecting election results to be announced tomorrow, is what we're expecting, on Jennifer Branning, the run for Mississippi Supreme Court.
Yep,
We do expect it to fall in her favor with an announcement being made tomorrow. We'll get that to you as soon as it becomes available to the public. We'll get that out there and let it be verified. So be standing by. I think it's going to be close, but she will become the victor in this race.
Yep. So stand tight. It is coming. And Terry, yes, we've noticed the homeless camp.
Yeah, Texas Army, they're there.
They're up under that bridge. They're on the 39 part.
They walk constantly from there back to Crossroads.
Yep.
And that's how things happen. We all know that. The last time we brought up one of these street sweepers, it had been stolen out of Eric Clark's county. They had to commence to chasing it down Highway 19. Yesterday.
How long did it take him to get to here from Philadelphia? Whippoorwill Road. He didn't quite make it all the way to Meridian.
This time it wasn't.
Oops.
Stolen.
It choked you up. It was so good.
Yeah. It was a wreck yesterday as we go to Cook Road as to where this happened yesterday. Incident involving a truck and the street sweeper.
We're going to get you some times, but they're on Cook Road and Dogwood Lake Road. We're trying to get that area. Someone in a pickup truck had a container of oil And what it looks like, and it's not what we hope, but what it looks like is someone purposely dumped oil all over the roads. That is very dangerous. Well, number one, it's environmental hazard. On
That's
the
right.
second hand, it could have caused a major wreck and could have injured someone pretty bad. And then you do that to this county. So we're asking everybody, we'll get the times that we want you to go look, but if you've got cameras and you live in that area, because it's going to be coming and going, so it's not just Dogwood Lake or Cook Road, but we need to catch this fella. And if you saw anybody out there that looks like they're dumping oil, give us a call and let us know, because we need to have a little talk with him.
I've got
that was
pictures.
very unsafe.
I was trying to find the pictures of this, and for some reason it wouldn't let me take the shortcut to get to the
Well,
pictures.
of course not.
But we'll get back to that.
Yeah, because that was could have turned out to be pretty bad. Thanks again to JNC Towing for actually seeing it while they were out and about and stopped and turned on their lights and kind of helped block traffic till we could get out there.
Doesn't exactly move quick there, does it, Odie?
No, it doesn't. It must be out fishing. It's cold too, I reckon.
It'd have to be. But I really thought it was right around there. But we'll just have to come back to that here in a little bit and talk about that. Let's move to this. Let me follow. I want to point out this that is in the amongst of being torn down. Let's pull this up, Odie, and show everybody. This is right across from Walgreens. This was built in 1914.
1914.
And you hate to talk about a man's toy, but he's got a little toy.
I tell you, I'd like to have me one of them little toys.
What he's doing there is building it up. This gives you a general idea. So in a day or two, this will be down. This is what it looks like from the front of the home.
It at one time was a very beautiful, beautiful home.
And it makes you almost think that it was in the beginning a rental place. We don't know that for sure.
Well, it was, and then it hadn't been that long ago, 10, 12 years ago, that they completely remodeled this thing. And
caught fire 2 years ago.
And then, yeah, it's been run down ever since. Erica, considered a felony or a misdemeanor? It depends. I promise you this, if we find out who it is, I'm going to push for a felony charge out of it.
It's serious.
Because we're not taking that lightly. It's one of those things, hey, if you come turn yourself in, we might talk about a little misdemeanor. We got to find you. Going to be a little different. That's it right there. And now this goes for a mile.
Yeah, if you'll notice, this is where they made the loop, if you'll follow the dirt here.
Yeah, this is not no short little deal. They turned around and went right back the other way.
That's Cook Road and Dogwood Lake Road is where this is.
Yep. We don't know the color of the truck, and I really wish we could put cameras up every single where that you can think of. But the fact is, we can't. There's just no way that we can afford to put cameras that recorded every single road, astronomical amount.
And Ashley, I do not know if that home was on the National Historical
List. I don't
List.
think it is.
I've never seen a sign.
I haven't seen the sign, and that's why I say it's not.
It was probably sold for copper if it was up.
Yes.
Let's just be honest. And again, I don't want to, it's just the facts of, I think that's going to clean up that area a lot. There were a lot of people that probably still stayed in that home that didn't have places that you see walking up and down the streets right there. That's going to really help clean up
there needs
the
to
area.
be a way, and we're not talking about vacant homes. We're talking about abandoned homes. That once it's abandoned, you've got X amount of time to get those down. Because yesterday, and we'll cover this here in a little bit, we had another problem, and we'll talk about that more when we get to that one.
Let's go to Clarkdale. Anybody watching from the Clarkdale community?
From the Superette.
Yes, sirree. It was a busy day there at the Superette. Look at this. Is that a Nissan or a Honda?
That's a Hyundai Sonata, I believe.
Look at this. It just went poof. Fortunately, not near the gas pumps. That's a good fire. Here's what it looked like after it was over.
Chief Terry Arnsdorf out there.
We're going to say this is a total loss, saving the insurance company a trip.
I don't even think Zane could wrap that and make it look
No,
better.
he couldn't make that look any better no matter what.
Hey, look at Rob out there holding the hood up. There we go.
And anyway,
Wait a minute. The cameraman was in front of the camera?
There he was. Where'd he go?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's the cameraman there.
He's pretty good, isn't he?
He's really good. But that went on yesterday afternoon. If you're wondering what all the fire trucks and lights were near Clarkdale High School, that's what that was late yesterday afternoon there. Let's see. There was something else that I wanted to jump to that we didn't. Let's see. Well, let's talk about I-59, I-20.
Man.
This was over near Cuba, Alabama. The traffic was held up yesterday afternoon. Look at this, Odie.
Man, that's tough.
Camper on its side. As you can tell, they needed an oil change there. There it is.
Just because it's easier to get to that way doesn't mean that that's the right way to do it.
And it looks like they were pulling a Jeep behind them as well. I think they're all going to be okay, I think. And that held up traffic for quite some time. We got a lot of calls on that yesterday afternoon there. And speaking of, how many fires since Friday do you think we've had?
Right off the top of my head, 6 just over the weekend, and that's without looking.
This C Street, this would be right down from right across the street from Johnson Dodge.
In the Tuxedo community.
You're right. As we go here to take a look, we're going to hit play on this. Here's the house that's on fire. Got flames showing right here. On the opposite side of this home, there's more. As you can see, the flames and the backside, it totally destroyed it, Odie.
Yeah, and you don't show it on this video, but you can go back and look. But right behind you is another house that burnt.
I was seeing did I ever show it?
I don't know if you showed that one or not.
I don't think. Yeah, but you're right. Right behind it. Ooh, that's a bad picture.
Who is that? That's
I don't
that
know who
bad
that is.
man.
But right behind it, as Odie was saying, there's another home that's just barely standing up. It needs to go.
So, from what I understood yesterday, is there's a guy who purchased that house that was on fire, and purchased one across the street, and his plan is to tear them down. Well, some people, and I understand, they had nowhere to go, and they wanted to keep warm because it was cold. I mean, some common sense has got to take over and
you
say
don't
it's
build a
gotta
fire
be
on
safe
wood.
or not. You just don't do it. It's not going to change. People always say, and I'm surprised we hadn't had a bunch of them say already today, shelter, we need a shelter, we need a shelter. We've got shelters. The problem is
Nobody
you've
wants
got
to go
to be
with it.
in by 10 o'clock at night. You can't drink. You can't do drugs. You have to go by rules. And these people do not go to a shelter because they want to stay out all night. They want to do drugs. They want to drink. They're not forced out of a home and ended up on the street. Some do, but for the majority, these people are on the streets by choice.
That's true. That's
by
true.
their own want.
What do they call them? A warming type station? Salvation Army even.
Salvation Army had one, and if it gets real bad, we'll put something together. It takes a lot of money from the taxpayers to put these things together, and when we hit real dire temperatures, we'll do that. But there's places for these people to go to get out of the cold. They just won't abide by the rules.
That kind of sums it up. We'll be right back. We're going back in time. We'll do This Day in History, see what you remember. That's all on the way with Scotty Ray and Odie. Let's face it, accidents are going to happen. If a deer jumps out in front of your car, go see my friends and professionals at Chet's Paint and Body Shop in Center Hill. Chet can help you navigate through this confusing world of insurance by providing photo estimates to insurance companies and the right to choose the body shop of your choice. From a minor scratch to a major collision, Chet has you covered. Chet offers quality repairs by trained and certified technicians with a lifetime warranty on all repairs. That's Chet's Paint and Body Shop.
Looking for a deal you can't pass up? Right now, drive off in a quality used car for just $299 down and only $299 a month. here at Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Meridian. That's right, good reliable cars packed with features at a price you'll love. $299 down, $299 a month. Look, I'm not kidding. This is a real offer that our customers have taken advantage of for years now. Come see us today, Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Meridian.
Philadelphia Gun and Pawn, located at 910 Posey Avenue, has tons of lawnmowers to choose from. A big selection of zero-turn lawnmowers, power washers, and even barbecue grills. Step inside the store and see their complete line of Liberty safes along with those Browning safes. A large selection of Louis Vuitton purses along with satin shirts and bead sets. And tons to choose from for the outdoorsman in your household. And always a great deal on any type of jewelry you're looking for. And a private lobby for pawns for your confidentiality. Philadelphia Gun and Pawn. And welcome back as we move right along here. As we look at this, what was I going to say? Oh, Iowa. Charles, how cold is it in Iowa this morning?
Yeah, and I mean, you're from here.
Usually people from here don't
cold.
fare well.
No, y'all go there in the summer and here in the winter, but yeah, I think you.
Yeah, it's not many Southerners that go, hey, I think it's a great time to go up to Montana.
Yeah.
Spend 2 weeks.
You get snowed in up there.
South Dakota, North Dakota. Yeah. That's all I know about the Dakotas. Yeah. We go back to 1931, and it's a godsend, is what I'm going to call it, because the stuff works.
It's some good stuff.
Now, you got to close your eyes and turn it up real quick to swallow it.
And hold your nose.
Yes, but you want to talk about something that works, y'all? Alka-Seltzer Code Plus. Who remembers those commercials? Plop, plop.
Fizz, fizz, oh, what a relief it is.
And they done away with that. Now we watch commercials and go, what were they trying to sell? I didn't get that. They kind of missed the point of telling what their product is.
Yeah, they don't have. Ooh, Charles says it's 14.
Ooh. That really makes me like Mississippi that much more.
Yeah, it does.
14.
Golly.
Appreciate it, Charles. That's chilly for sure there. We go back to 47 when it opened up today. It was huge, and I've never watched it. I'm not a Broadway type person. I do realize that there's people that love the finer arts in America, and it is. Anybody remember Streetcar Named Desire?
Now, isn't that the movie that had the train that Greg was talking about Friday? I can't even think of the name of it. Somebody had come up with that train we got in Meridian.
I don't know. Was it in that movie?
It was in a movie, and for some reason I keep saying this.
And you got me.
I wasn't much on the Broadway stuff. No, I watched Grease.
But that was a musical.
I guess so, a musical.
They did make it, I think, Broadway later. But Oklahoma, I think that was a Broadway show, and then Yankee Doodle. Been some, but I'm just and the latest. What was it? Hamilton. I'm not going to watch that. That's just not.
That
got very political quickly.
Yeah.
Somebody that we don't understand to this day. We've sent in the guy that works for Meridian Police Department, the language guy, and he don't know what he's saying.
He doesn't know what he says. Now he can sing with the English, and you can understand it, but his talking is just a hair off.
Ozzy, was it drugs, Odie? Let's be honest about it. Is that what happened?
Yeah, 99%.
I watched one or two, not full episodes, but just snippets of back when they had that TV show with Sharon, and she was like his translator.
I couldn't.
And he couldn't walk. He was in bad shape.
And he still is. Of course, I don't know what they're doing now. He swore up and down that if Trump got elected, he was going back to England.
He was?
Yeah. Him and Sharon both.
Well, go on.
They're still here. Here's you another chance.
Now, a lot of these people that are claiming that they were going to leave were already leaving, and they're trying to make it look like that's the reason.
Yeah, that's fine.
One of America's greatest. Boy, this really, patriotic is he was an American that what am I trying
storyteller.
He was it.
He brought information to us that made us glued to the radio.
1950, he began his national. Now, he'd been doing it for quite some time, but he got his big break and got his national career in radio.
And now you know the rest of the story.
I love me some Paul Harvey.
I do too.
But he was a patriot. He believed in our country, him and Angel.
Yes.
And again, he was one of those that if you didn't do right, you didn't advertise on his show.
All right, the train car, Miss Alma, that was it, Paula.
This
property is condemned was the movie. Okay.
Never heard of that
I
one.
hadn't, and I don't know why a streetcar named Desire
You had some type of desire
was
going
stuck.
on
I
there.
guess so. But all right, thank you.
1956, four men got together around a piano. Little did we know that it would be known as the $1 Million Quartet. Anybody remember this?
Man.
They were all there. Sun Records is where it took place.
And that was back when you had to have a voice to sing. You
Yes,
didn't
sir.
have all these computerized synthesizers to make you sing. Because I've heard some of these people who made it big.
And they're not that good.
Oh no!
If you can do it a
pretty good.
cappella, you're great.
Yeah.
And there is a few people that can do that.
Yep.
1960. This girl was more. She's big boned. Is that the
Yeah.
way I'm working? She's
Well,
she's big.
she's tall.
Not. I'm saying she's just big, as in a big person. Daryl Hannah.
Yeah,
Do y'all
she's
remember
tall.
her? It's like her shoulders. Her shoulders are wider than mine all the way around.
She's broad.
She's a broad. You're right. What did you remember the term they used? Was it in the 30s or 40s? A dame?
Yeah, yeah.
Was that 40s or 50s? Where did that fall?
I think that was more like the 40s.
Bogart?
Yep,
era?
Bogart time. Yep.
A dame. And that faded away. No one's called that anymore.
Quick, yeah.
19...
I'm not gonna call them one. You go
A
ahead and
dame?
see how. Yeah. You can't even hold a door for some women this day and time.
I've heard stories about that. We do it around town, and they always go through.
Yeah, I
from
mean
Mississippi.
everybody in Mississippi loves it.
But it's other states that might have take up issue with it.
I think they're the ones that shaving the head.
That could be.
Yeah.
1966, they arrested the man. He didn't see it coming, as Odie will say here in just a second.
You stole my life.
He had heroin and Mary Jane on him.
Oh,
It
now
was-
he didn't know.
No clue.
He didn't know what it was.
Ray Charles was arrested. And if you've ever watched, and this is just for funny, where they were making fun of the Johnny Cash show, I Walked the Line. Did you ever see Dewey Cox?
No, I didn't.
Oh my heavens. Don't do it, Dewey. I think I'm going to try some of that. And it was a guy named Dewey Cox that resembled Johnny Cash. And all through his career, it was people that offered him stuff that he shouldn't. You don't need to try this. I think I'll try that.
Kind of like
Beatle-
Mikey likes it.
Yes, he tried every drug there was. And
And all
and
you had to do was say, you don't take this?
yeah, Dewey Cox. It is absolutely hilarious. And it's what's his name? Cal Naughton Jr. from Ricky Bobby plays the part. And I forget his real name, but it's the guy that played the part of Cal Naughton Jr. on Talladega Nights playing Dewey Cox.
Yeah.
Now, some language, let me warn you this, it does have a little bit of language, something like, and there was one scene that they flashed somebody and they shouldn't have had that in there because my eyes are going, why'd you do that? Get some clothes. But hilarious, very funny there as he gets his life straightened out. It's 68 this guy was born, so he's 56 today. Anybody remember he was the heartthrob at one time?
George of the Jungle.
George of the Jungle. Boy, he'd done those mummy movies great,
Oh, and
didn't he?
they were good.
And what was the
Yes.
movie, Odie, to where his family, his daddy was a scientist, and they thought during the 60s that the bomb had been dropped and they went underground, and that he
Yes.
comes out 30 years later to buy
Yes.
supplies?
Oh, golly, what was it?
I can't remember, but it was
that
good.
was funny.
Back in action, I was,
Yeah.
I don't know the name of it, but George of the Jungle, he was good at what he done. This guy was really nervous about this, and he was afraid that it wouldn't work, that his time was over. He walked, he paced. All the people close to him said that he almost had a nervous breakdown over this.
Wow.
But tonight, it would air, I think it was NBC. It was, here we go, as the 68 comeback was aired. The biggest thing that he ever done.
First live performance in 7 years.
He'd been off in the Army doing things like that and thought he'd lost touch with America.
I don't think it was Biodome.
No, Blast from the Past.
Blast from the Past.
That's
yeah,
it.
Biodome had the other character, and he may have been in it. But they actually went into a facility that they controlled the entire environment. Pauly Shore, I think, was in Biodome.
Never
It was
saw
a
it.
good movie. It was funny. It was, yeah.
I never thought that what do you call those pants?
Bell-bottom?
I never thought bell bottoms would return. I thought they went out in the 70s and were gone forever.
I wore them in the 90s.
They're coming back again. But Dolly was showing them back in 77.
Well, old Dolly, she can just about make anything come back in style.
Here You Come Again, number one. That was a great song. Here You Come. I can't carry a tune. I tried.
In a bucket or nothing?
Nothing.
I had a friend had one of these.
You know what I think of when I see this?
Yeah, Wayne's World.
Oh God is what I think of first with George Burns, and John Denver. And then, as you just said, Wayne's World.
Wayne's World. Wayne's World.
The Pacer went away in 1979. No, it was actually the first one that was made, wasn't it? 79.
79. Yeah.
That's ugly. We're just going to go ahead and tell it how it really was. Did you own one of them? Because if you did.
I didn't own. I had a friend that drove one.
It's ugly,
and, they were ugly, and it was brown.
I just can't see that being a chick magnet, as they say.
No, I don't see that one.
You didn't pull up on 8th Street Meridian and have a lot of girls going, hey, can I ride with you?
Yeah.
It was that 79 Ford F-150 they wanted to get into. Did you ever watch The Who or have albums from The Who?
Yeah, I liked The Who.
Didn't they also do Who Are You, the theme song to...
CSI?
Yeah, did they do that?
Who are you? I'm not sure if they did or not.
We had 11 people injured, were actually killed today at a concert there. Stampede at the Who concert. That was a big one there. My, oh my. Thought you'd like to know that. 1983, what we need is a little good news today. I didn't realize it had been that long.
I hadn't thought about her in forever.
Oh, cassette tape there on the left there, if you remember that. Nobody else has thought over since then either.
I don't reckon so.
Could I have this dance for the last? Could I have this for the rest of my life?
Yeah.
That was her big one. As we go back to 1985, Roger Miller is replaced. More. Yeah, more. I saw Roger Miller a minute ago of those big-legged breeches and thought of him. But as we have here,
you know,
Timothy Dalton replaced him.
When Roger Moore took over from Sean Connery, it was a little shock. You know, I'm sure that people were saying already, this isn't going to work. But after the first couple of movies, it was Roger Moore fit in. Tim never did.
No, he did not.
And then this new one that took over for him,
I can't identify
Daniel
with him.
something. He didn't fit in either. Right? Roger Moore took over, and he was a good Bond. Sean Connery still the Bond, but you can't replace either one of them.
Who's Trailer Park Roger?
Bob? Fill us in.
Yeah, I'd have to know that. Funniest thing I ever read on Facebook, I was glancing one night and I strolled down and somebody put, what's going on in the trailer hood tonight? I thought, well, that was kind of funny.
Shots fired, shots fired.
1988, I know how he feels. Reba McEntire, went number one today. She's such a lady after all these years. As we go back to 1999, I absolutely love Blazing Saddles. It was just downright funny. And also, you would have to have a translator because I never understood a word that she said in the movie.
Oh, no, she couldn't talk.
She danced and the cowboys would shoot up in the air.
Didn't she try to sing something?
She did.
She didn't know what you were singing either.
This is the scene on the left from her singing in the honky tonk that night.
Yeah.
We go back from Madeline Kahn. She passed away today in 99. She was only 57. Blazing Saddles, Mel Brooks at his best there. But that was funny.
All right, so Bob Field has sent Roger Miller. Trailers for sale or rent. Is that who did that one?
Yeah, that's his song. But I didn't realize that's what he meant by that line there.
Yeah,
Rooms
pretty cool.
for rent, 50 cents.
Yeah. Oh, man. Pretty
no
good.
lights, no cigarettes. It'll come to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2019, and this shows you how America didn't want it then, and they spoke again in 24. 2019, who was the first person out of the presidential race?
Yep.
Oops. Yep, it'd be her.
Out of, I don't know how many were up there. It was a stage full, but she was the first one that bowed out with hardly any votes.
And hardly any campaign figures.
Yeah.
Boy, when she got hold of some money, she sure went through it, though, didn't she?
She went through all of it and then some.
How many billion?
2-something billion is what she's in the hole. And that wasn't her money that she got. And everybody made a big deal out of, she just raised this. No, she didn't raise that.
That
money was
Joe.
set aside for Joe. And when Joe was, I don't care how you look at it, Joe was pushed out of that position.
And we will always think that he voted for Trump.
I believe so.
That's my gut.
I do too.
He's sitting back grinning, going,
Yeah. I voted for him.
Because I think Joe really deep down feels that he would have won. And I don't think he would have, but I think Joe feels that way. And he truly, it was his. That was not right. He was pushed out of that. Like him or not, that man was railroaded out of town, carried out on a rail, as they used to say.
Himself. Yeah.
Anyway, we'll be right back. Scotty Ray and Odie.
J&J Tire and Muffler, located at 3420 8th Street, invites you by. And if you need a front-end alignment, make sure to try their new state-of-the-art alignment machine. No matter the size of your truck and car, J&J can align it. J&J also has touch-free mounting, laser wheel balancing, and as always, they provide preventive maintenance, including CV axles, shocks, struts, brakes, with the largest selection of new and used tires, along with exhaust systems. Locally owned and operated since 1978 in Meridian.
When it comes to enhancing your outdoor experience, you need a companion that can keep up. The Kubota RTV 850 Sidekick at Parrish is your ultimate utility vehicle for every adventure. From the deer camp, trail riding, or just working on the farm, the Sidekick delivers powerful performance and versatility. These units start at $15,499 cash and have a $2,000 rebate. Financing is available as low as $285 a month.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
Patrick Allen Companies has a wide selection of garage doors that will fit your style, add value to your home, and add curb appeal to your neighborhood. Patrick Allen also has top-of-the-line, energy-efficient replacement windows that will make your home look great while saving you money. We're family-owned and operated, and we take pride in our work. 5305 Highway 145 South in Meridian.
For all your garage doors and replacement windows, call Patrick Allen Companies. Safety, service, satisfaction.
What was that going on in Marion yesterday at the four-way that held up traffic?
Yeah, just a little boo-boo.
We had a boo-boo there, and here we go to cover the boo-boo there.
And this may have been cause of a medical emergency. We're not sure, but gonna be okay. It was not as bad as what it seems, which was good.
Right.
But yeah, it kind of blocked in. That intersection is a very busy intersection, and when you block one whole leg of that, it's tough.
We had an accident out near Russell Christian also yesterday. Ruh-roh.
And that turned out to be a hit and run, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, because it was 3 cars involved and 1 left.
Yeah.
But that's the way it was near there. Again, no major injuries involved with it. And it's hard to believe seeing something that damaged.
Yeah, that somebody wasn't hurt.
Absolutely there.
Man.
Let's see, you also had another one at Harper Road there last night out in the Russell community. A little fender bender there. And those things happen as well there at Harper Road is where that went on.
They do. Everybody's going to have an accident.
Let's see, we want to bring this up because this affects a lot of you. And we go here, paving. December 2nd through the 6th at Bonita Lakes Park is going to be closed until they get that completed, Odie.
That's going to be nice. So it's just, 4 days. Let them go in there and get that done. And when it opens back up, be good as new. So, talking about a Grinch that I want to meet. Now, that's the Grinch right there.
Is this outfit not cute?
That is beautiful.
She is cute as a button. The little Grinch there, Miss Universal Miss Pageant.
I mean, she's kicking it too, isn't she?
Yes, she is. She done great with that, and congratulations. They're going to have fun headed off to their next competition. Last night, it was a little nippy, but things went on as we go to our friends at Clark County Hot Topics. The big parade, Christmas, kicked off last night in downtown Quitman.
Man.
Marching bands, the whole 9 yards, bicycles.
Had a nice parade.
Yeah, a lot of people turned out for this. So a big thank you, National Lamp. Oh, the whatchamacallit boys.
Oh, man.
The Grinch.
The Grinch.
That was,
there we go.
Yeah, that's pretty cute, too.
Yes, it is.
Some cars and
Snoopy.
Merry Christmas.
Santa Claus.
But a big thank you to everybody that showed up for that as well. I was looking for some more pictures there. Fire department bringing up the rear, I'm sure. Some horses.
Got some horses in there.
So anyway, a great parade, and thank you to everybody that turned out for that. And your next question is, where are the next parades? Friday night, we're going to have Marion, followed by Meridian Saturday night, and we will also have, let's pull this up here, Stonewall and Shibuda on the 7th, and Enterprise will be December the 14th. That will be the same night as Collinsville's. They'll be December 14th also. I don't have Decatur or Newton's times, or on the Alabama side, I don't have their parade for Livingston in those dates. If you happen to have those, send those to us.
Yeah, get those in.
Usually Scuba and DeKalb have their Christmas parades as well. I hadn't heard from Ben Dudley. I don't know when that happens.
Thursday night. We're going to check on that, and I'll call Mr. President and find out for sure so we can get the cabs out there.
Okay. Yeah, we'd love to. We've got a lot of folks in Winston, Louisville area. If y'all happen to have one, let us know about that as we move forward on everything. We had, over the course of the holiday weekend, I want to remind you, because I've been confused over this also. What you won't see in here is the death that we know happened in Philadelphia. This is only on state roads. As we look across the state of Mississippi, we had 2 deaths over the Thanksgiving weekend on state roads. Now, that does not include cities like Philadelphia, where we had a loss of life. They had Mississippi Highway Patrol wrote 80 DUIs over the weekend. And again, that does not count what happens in each city.
And that's down 29 from 2023.
Yeah.
Even the crashes came down almost, 100.
Yeah.
Well, no, citations came down 100. DUIs
6,600. That was some ink being.
Yeah. And then you had, crashes. We had almost 10 more this year than we had last
187.
Year. Man. But they helped a lot more people.
They sure did.
Right at 20 more people that they
had
assisted.
Flats and things that the Mississippi Highway Patrol pulls over and helps.
We've got some great highway patrol here in our area that service our area. Lauderdale, Clark, Neshoba Lake. Oh man, they are some good people.
Troop H, let me tell you, they're fine folks. I bump into them daily on what I call my job, and you couldn't ask for nicer people. Just more than willing to help any way they can to ensure safety. And again, this is what this is all about, what I do. When I do wrecks, it's about safety, to where for you to avoid an area so it won't happen again. And Mississippi Highway Patrol gets that. They understand why we do what we do. So thank you to them.
Yep.
The
great
whole
people.
gang.
Oh, and I tell you what, we've got a good captain over there.
Yes, sir.
That he loves his job. That's for every one of them do.
Now, I'm not sure if there is not a body, I have a real problem, even though there is suspicion. Without a body, I have a hard time for someone to go to jail and be convicted. As we go to Jimmy J. Lee, Ole Miss. From what I understand, he was, I think, and I guess the way to word this is, was a gay man, and it has been said that he was targeted for that and he was killed. The body has never been discovered. They arrested a young man that they had some texts that went back and forth between them, but there's still not a body. They brought in cadaver dogs, and they said that the dogs smelled death in the car. Well, you can smell all you want and that evidence is being thrown out as it goes to trial. The lawyers won on that.
I'd want to see, is there enough blood that has been spotted that a doctor can say, with that amount of blood, you cannot have a body, a live body. So is there more evidence that leads to where this is no longer a living body that can't? But I don't think they have that, do they?
They do not. And they said that the boy that's been arrested, that his cell phone was in the area. They didn't say that it was there. It's in the area. It's very questionable.
Well,
now, again, could he be guilty of this? He very well could be. But if you cannot 100% prove it, you cannot you can't send a man to jail without, in my opinion, 100% on this.
Now, he could be a suspect until they find the body. The body will come.
You can be a suspect. You're absolutely right. Yeah. But they got this man on trial for murder this week. It starts this week.
I'm kind of like Terry. Do they have the DNA? And was it? A lot of questions need to be.
Everything that I've read, it skips that about the DNA and just says that the dog sniffed something, and that's not proof.
No, not at all.
They did find some duct tape that he'd bought, and a shovel, and a wheelbarrow that he had borrowed from his grandmother. That doesn't necessarily prove anything either.
Well, was there something in the wheelbarrow?
He could have been using duct tape for anything.
Yeah. No. Louisville Parade, Monday, December 9th at 6 p.m. Thank you. But I'm still curious about that.
Now, y'all know I'm 100%. If somebody's guilty, follow through with the letter of the law. But when there's questions, I remember it was Coach Roland Wright. I was in high school, and I remember him saying this. He said, "I would rather see 100 guilty men walk free than one innocent man go to jail." And that has stuck with me, what Roland Wright told me. I remember that in 7th grade he told me that. And I get it. I do now.
Well, you see these, the Innocence Project, where people who have spent 20-something years in prison, and really for a crime they didn't commit, the DNA came back and it was not their DNA, and they linked it back to another guy and actually charged him with murder and got him for murder. But this guy spent 20-something years in prison for murder that he did not commit.
Yeah,
what does that do mentally to his family, to all of his friends, to his name? What does that do?
Now, Kim Culpepper wanted to know, what are we talking about? And I didn't go over all the names involved with this. Jimmy J. Lee was a student at Oxford University. He was a part of the LGBT community. He went missing, has not been heard of since. He is presumed dead. They actually brought the gavel down and said that he is deceased now, without a body. They have arrested Sheldon Timothy Harrington Jr., accused him of doing it without a body. And he goes on trial for murder this week. And I'm just saying that it's kind of questionable to charge somebody without more than what I'm seeing here. There may be stuff that lawyers have that we're not privy to, but there is questions now. Yeah. We'll see what becomes of it, and we'll report back of what becomes of it. Mississippi Today did a great article on it, if you want to read up on that. A lot of times they're a little left of where I am, but they do. They busted the
mayor and
the fraudulent. The scheme with Brett Favre.
That one, yeah.
What am I trying to think of? The welfare money scandal. Money. They broke that case. They investigated it enough. So that's a thought. We'll be right back. We got birthdays coming up next. Get yours to us. As the seasons change, so do your clothes. And Garrett Sports Center on 8th Street has exactly what you need. Haybo shirts, long and short sleeve. Also Hulk shirts. And America's favorite brand, Carhartt. Whether you need work pants or slacks for church. And nothing lasts like a pair of Carhartt overalls. Maybe it's a set of boots that you need to keep you dry in those wet conditions. And as hunting season rolls in, they have all the camouflage you need and toboggans to boot. Garrett Sports Center, 3505 8th Street, Meridian. The tractors are rolling at Freeman Tractor on Highway 494. Drop in and see Keith, Cornbread, or Buttermilk. They've got a tractor that fits the need that you have. Whether it's a 26 horsepower, a 40, or bigger. Plus, they offer 0% financing for up to 96 months. Whether it's a part, a new tractor, 0% financing, or just simply a laugh. 601-626-8759, Highway 494 in Collinsville. That's Freeman Tractor. Have you been wanting your own building, your own shed? Speak to our friends at Best Sadia Building, 601-728-1954. Now, they can custom build you a home from a barn dominium. Maybe it's a shed that you're needing, or a simple place to park your car, a garage, a camp house.
Maybe you need a place to park your tractor, your motorcycle, or even that lawnmower. They can custom design whatever it is you need. Quality work, trustworthy, best city of buildings. Speak with Drew, 601-728-1954. Welcome back.
And we are back. And Barbara, you must be on your P's and Q's today because you read my mind, because what better way to start a day than an ice cold Coca-Cola? I'm a full flavor Coca-Cola guy. My wife is a vanilla Coke. Greg is a Diet Coke. You can't tell, but he helps out with that Diet Coke. And of course, Scotty Ray is the glass bottle, full flavor Coca-Cola, helping two things at one time: your local store where you bought it, and Meridian Coca-Cola. That's some good stuff right there. So
we got an accident downtown Meridian, as we're learning now, and a car versus a building. As we go here, this is the 1200 block of 23rd Avenue. That's not right there. That's
that'd be
not
20 seconds there, ain't it?
Yeah, but I got the right address there. Let's see here. Let's just do this.
That's going to be one way going the other way.
That would be Health Nowish, right along in there.
No, because Health Now is on 13, so it could be Health Now.
It's right along in here.
That's still 22nd. You need to take a left there.
Yeah, I don't know why it jumped the street over there, Odie. Let's just.
You need to go back the other way.
Well, let's just hop. Here we go, everybody. We're going back across the street.
Y'all hang on. We just run a stop sign. There's Health Now there. So there's Joey on the left. So that's going to be 12 something. So it's could be Health Now. It could be. It's not on that side because that's going to be odds over there. So evens are going to be on our right.
I was trying to get back to the original. Oh, I'm just really messing that up. Let's see. I'm making everybody drunk. Let's just be honest about it. Let me just type this back in, Odie. 23rd Avenue, Meridian, Mississippi.
We're going to see where we can get this pulled up at. And
here's the overview of what we've got. This is 23rd Avenue. Here's Health Now. So it should be right here.
All right, so that's Dr. Williams' dentistry. It's not Williams anymore. He retired, and I can't remember who that is.
But boy, when you go to that view there, it goes to the wrong side of the street.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's where it is, 23rd Avenue, as we get more details. I am dizzy, too. I'm with you on that.
Yeah, something like that.
We got all mixed up on that.
12-16,
Yeah,
Kim.
what's in that Coke?
Somebody had a sip. I met Miss Kay last night at Walmart, of all places. And she was out shopping. Me and Amy were out shopping. And she says, I watch y'all every day. So, Miss Kay, thank you. We appreciate y'all watching, along with every single one of y'all out there. We love it when y'all see us and say, hey, can't beat it. And I want to say we're getting close to the end. I want to say coming soon, but a huge thank you to Miss Wally Starnes.
Right.
Who watches us every single day. I've met her a few times. One of the nicest people that you'll ever meet. And the kindness of her heart, especially this time of the year. She's heard us talking about not just a friend, but a part of our family.
Absolutely.
Chief Deputy Barry White, Clark County Sheriff's Department, who has had a tough year and now has been diagnosed with cancer. He is still in the hospital, getting some therapy and getting some treatment. We prayed for him every day. God's going to be with him on that. But one thing we want to do is help him. And Miss Wiley Starnes has helped us with a way to do it. Barry's the type of person that when anybody yelled help, he was there to help no matter what it was.
That's right.
Now Barry is the one saying, help, and we want to hope that every one of y'all would come together. Handmade. Miss Wally Starnes handmade these.
And it's a bunch of them, isn't it? That she's handmade?
Yes. I don't know how many and I don't know how long it took her.
But it took a while.
But she came from the heart and she goes, look, I want to give y'all this for a fundraiser. We're going to have these out and about. I talked to the sheriff, Anthony Chancellor, yesterday. He's going to set some places up in Clark County. If you've got a business in Clark County and want to take these, $5 or a donation.
Anything.
It's going to go 100% to Barry, straight to him. If you've got a business that's willing to put a container of these up and help us collect money for him, get with us and let us know. We'll get that to the sheriff and get y'all fixed up with that. We're going to look for a couple places here in Lauderdale County because he did a lot here in Lauderdale County.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And these are, you can't see it, but if you want to hang it on it is crochet, and they are awesome. It's got the little hook that you can put on a tree.
Oh.
It's got a safety pin if you want to wear it, or you can put it on a gift or anything. But look, y'all help us. And Miss Wally Starnes, oh my God, what blessing you are to do this and want to help us help Barry. And you'll see these starting the next day or two getting out and about, and we'll tell y'all where they're going to be located and where you can go and help us help Barry. We just ask that y'all help out during this time. Barry's a good guy, a great guy, and we want to be there for him.
You ever had the urge to own your own apartment complex?
No.
Well, you can do that. Snowden & Company will hook you up. Right now, they've got it listed here at Snowden & Company. This is in Philadelphia.
Man, look, not just houses, not just a land, but investment properties.
Yeah.
Starting right here with an apartment. That's awesome, and a single stop to do all your work. Whether you want to buy it, whether you want to sell it, and they do all the paperwork. But there you go, Snowden & Company.
Yeah, they can fix you up there from humongous houses to the house that fits your budget. Whichever way you want to do that. Here's one listed here. Visit them today. I happened to see Amanda yesterday afternoon on North Hill Street. See her as they welcome you and yours a very Merry Christmas. We want you to know that from the bottom of their hearts as well.
Man, that is awesome. Al, I will bring you some today, and so wait till tomorrow. We're not going to have them there already, but Al Davis, Al's Garden and Gift says, hey, I'm in.
Thank you, Al. We appreciate that.
Yeah, we'll have some out there today. And no, we're not going to have any at the toy run, the Bikers United for Children. That is for toys for children through the Wesley House, and we're not gonna intermingle. We're going to support both of these events, and they're separate.
Go see Al. He'll have a box here very shortly from there. Let's go do some birthdays.
Woo, we got Lyndon James, the big 13 today. Responsibilities just jumped way up because now you're a teenager. Barbara Jones is having a birthday. Tammy Shelton's having a birthday. Chuck Braddock's having the big 6-0. Man, look at there. And Leslie Snowden is having a birthday today. So happy birthday to each one of y'all on this wonderful December the 3rd.
The alleged TikTok thief who went into Target and stole products and done it live was arrested. She got out for that, and they've gone back and discovered that she's done it before, and she got arrested again. And basically what she was doing was showing people how to steal. They've got her.
Here, I say y'all let her out and let her do it one more again, because then that'd be 3, wouldn't it?
Yeah, strike 3.
Ding, ding, ding. Y'all let her out.
Have you got a Bible verse for us?
I do. This one pulled up. Matthew 6, verse 21. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. Whew. Well, we know where Miss Wally Starnes' treasure is in her heart, and that's given to people who need it. And that is a testimony inside itself. I hope that the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ is my treasure. I know I'm His because He has saved me and continues to bless me each and every day, and He can do the same thing for you. Make him your treasure, put him in your heart, and watch what he can do to change your life. Y'all have a wonderful day. We'll see y'all tonight. We'll be back in the morning. Scotty Ray Report. You can't miss it. It is the best way to start your day and no other way to start a hump day.
Late birthday coming in. Anna Johnson, 21.
21. Look at there. Happy birthday, Anna.
Yeah, hope it's great there.
Yes. Have a wonderful day. We love you. We'll see you around town, but we'll be back with you in the morning.